Hello again. Like most people, I think, I'm intrigued by the television dramas and advertisements which portray a vibrant and multicultural world in Britain, in which groups of friends watching a football game on television consist of people and white, often sitting with somebody of South Asian appearance. Don't even get me started on the number of mixed marriages between black and white, Indian and white, and so on. In real life, of course, we know that a married couple where the husband is white and the wife black is phenomenally rare. But in the world of television, it's as common as anything. When challenged, those responsible for this kind of thing sometimes quote figures from the census, the latest census in 2021, which claims that over 10% of marriages in Britain are between people of different ethnicities. It is also claimed from the same source that multi-ethnic households where two or more ethnicities live in the same home are now extremely common. Again, leaves many of us scratching our heads. We seldom see such households in real life. I thought that it might amuse viewers to know how this scam is being worked. Clue to what is going on in the official figures may be found when you examine the data from the census in greater detail and understand what those compiling the figures mean by these things, as opposed to what we mean. For example, the idea of a household where the children are of different ethnicity to their parents. Most of us would assume that to mean that black people and white, or Indians and black, had children who were then of mixed ethnicity, no? Not a bit of it. I quote what those who compiled the figures for the census and devised the categories think that this means. Allow me to quote, and in the description to this video I give a link to the document from which I take this quotation. In 2011, 25% of mixed households were made up of people who had different ethnicities between generations. An example is a two-parent household with their offspring at home where the parents identify as white Irish, living with their white British children. And right there you have it. This is where the idea that there are so many ethnically diverse marriages and ethnically diverse households in Britain comes from. How many viewers would honestly regard a home where two Irish people lived and had children together as being ethnically diverse? To any normal person, the idea is absurd. And yet, because the parents are white Irish and the children are white British by birth, according to the people analysing the figures from the census, this constitutes an ethnically diverse household. By the same definition, a white Irishman who is married to a white Scottish woman constitutes an ethnically diverse marriage. Now we see how the trick is done, and why, according to the figures from the 2021 census, more than 10% of marriages in this country are ethnically mixed. You see, for them, an Irish person marrying somebody who is British is an ethnically mixed marriage. This group accounts for the majority of the so-called ethnically mixed marriages. All those ethnically mixed households of which we are told in the census are also a scam. For most of us, an ethnically mixed household would be one which consists of black people and white sharing a home, or perhaps Chinese people and Indians, that kind of thing. For those working on the census, though, it means what they call intergenerational ethnicity. If two Pakistanis are married and have children in this country, then the children are British and consequently of a different ethnicity from their parents. Just like the Irish couple who have children in the example quoted above. You see, this is all smoke and mirrors. Now we see what is going on. The makers of television programs and advertisements are using as their justification The fact that mixed marriages and mixed ethnicity households are now, according to the figures gathered in the census, very common. This really relates, though, to families and households who most of us would regard as all belonging to the same ethnic group. That is why in real life we do not meet black women married to white men, why they are a staple of television advertisements. We have been hoodwinked again.